Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 27 of Forgecraft, where today I've decided to check out another new mod. Not really new, kind of new, a little bit new, not really new, but one we haven't played with in a while, and looks like it has new things. So that equals excite, right? Like, I'm excited to see that there's new things that are doable. So PneumaticCraft, remember this? Remember this mod? It's been a while since we've played with, PneumaticCraft, right? So, when was the last time we played PneumaticCraft? I can't even remember. Remember this mod, though? Yeah. Some cool stuff in it for sure, and I'd like to just kind of play with it a little bit. It looks like there's drones now, and multiple kinds of drones. Remember before there was, like, drones that, like, just They're just drones. They didn't do a lot. But now there's drones that look like they do things, which is kind of cool. Ooh, transfer gadget. I want one. Has the word gadget in it. Makes me excited. When placed between two inventories, it slowly, one item every 2 seconds, transfers items from one inventory to the other. Aha, cool. So, long story short, right, I want to check this mod out. So we're going to start, it looks like you want to start out the traditional way, which is place some TNT in the world, place a lever next to it, drop a couple stacks of iron, and blow it up. Any mod that starts you off with an explosion, I mean, you know, the first explosion of many. Did I already crash the server? I may have already crashed the server. Oh, nope, we're good. Oh, hey, look, cool. We got a thing. Was Archon going on? Maybe Archon was going on. I don't know. But hey, explosions are fun. And remember, doing it that way is inefficient. You lose about 20% of the materials, which makes sense, right? If you look at it, we did lose about 20%, of the things. So that's cool. And because we have that now, we can start making a pressure chamber. So step 1, pressure chamber, from what I recall of this mod. Step 2, I think we want to get into some form of refinery. And we need to, like, refine some fluids. And we'll use those fluids to get into, I remember, like, the unassembled PCBs is kind of a thing that we need to do with etching acid. Remember this? Remember all this? Yeah, empty PCBs, pressure chambers, all this stuff. Ringing a bell? Ringing a bell? And then we can eventually get into the assembly platform, which needs printed circuit boards, which is going to need capacitors and transistors, all this stuff, remember? It was a good time. I remember enjoying PneumaticCraft a lot and having fun building out, like, the whole thing with, like, the air pressurization. It's just a different mechanic, right? At the end of the day, pressurized air is pretty equivalent to, RF, but it's just a different approach to it, right? And it's a fun approach. It's different in a fun way. And by it's like RF, I obviously don't mean it's like electricity. I mean it's like basically it's a resource, right? Like it's a power resource that you need to access to do things. So let's build a pressure chamber valve, right? So we get 16 of those. We can make one of these, right? So let's get a handful of these because we want to have enough pressure chamber walls. Pressure chamber walls need reinforced bricks. That's a thing. Pressure chamber valves. I get 16 of those. My goodness, that's a lot of valves. Do what now? Pressure chamber walls. This block is used to create a pressure chamber. Reinforced bricks. Reinforced stone. Oh, interesting. Okay, so reinforced stone turns into reinforced bricks, which is then used to make pressure chamber walls? That ain't terrible. Okay, that's cool. That's a new one on me, right? And then we're going to need a pressure chamber valve, which we still to this day get 6, like generally need like 1 or 2 of these tops, right? But you get 16 per craft. always made me a little bit like, what? Why would you get 16 of these when generally you probably only need like 1? But chamber interfaces is a good time. We definitely want some of those. And we should get an air compressor. That also feels like a good time. Oh, you need reinforced bricks. Okay, can we convert them back? No. So your pressure chamber walls stay that way. So let's just get a few more reinforced bricks, because clearly we're going to need this stuff, and then we can get our basic air compressor, right? And that should be a good start, right? That should be a good start to whatever it is we're doing. Psst, server, hello, testing. Did I break it again? I hope I didn't break it again. I hope I didn't break it again. All right, it's back. Whatever was happening was just... what is happening? It is being weird. It was back, and then it's not back again. Testing. Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely... I'm not seeing my EST message. That was supposed to be test, but yes. Oh, yeah, it's no, that's super lag. Something weird. Something weird. Let's start with, like, the 5x5, right? Maybe I can at least build. These are pressure chamber walls, right? You know what's interesting is I can't... Aha, see that? Okay. Now, how about pressure chamber glass? We will see if this wants to behave itself. Oh, I see. We need okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you, glass. Or I could do it this way. That's a good way to do it. That seems like a good way to do it. Yeah, I like that. Should I do a 5x5? It seems a little big. Doesn't it seem a little bit big? Let's do a 4x4 as a start. You know why? Because remember, the bigger the chamber, the longer it takes to get it pressurized. Right? And then we want... So we're going to want a pressure chamber valve like you. I wonder if I can wrench you. Because effectively, we would want this to be an output, right? So that would be input is there. Am I going to see an output face here now? Yes, that is your output. Cool. And then this will be your input. And then this back here can be our valve, right? One of 16 valves we have available to craft with. Hey, look, particle effects. That's generally a good sign. That is... Oh, hey, look. Woot. We did the thing. All right. Woot. All right. All right, well, that's neat. All right, so now we have an input hatch. We have an output hatch. Right? Yeah, look at this, see? No problems. Interface mode, importing items. Cool! Yeah, no, this mod has definitely gotten a few little tweaks to it, right? Exporting crafted. Export only items which have been crafted in the pressure chamber? That's the best button ever! Do you guys remember what a hassle it was to have to filter the exports of the pressure chamber? That's literally the best. Thank you. Thank you, mod. Thank you. That is literally the best. Remember how much of a pain it was to have a you'd have to filter the outputs to not dump out items that yes. That is super clutch. Super duper clutch. 110% clutch. All right. Mod, you've done good. All right, so let's make this our pressure tube connection system. Boop. And then you get some coal, buddy, right? Yay. No problems. We're building up air pressure. How cool is that? And you will on high signal or low signal? Man, I don't know what it matters. I'll do low signal, right? Because we're going to want to install one of those detector doohickeys so it doesn't explode. So remember, the big deal here, right, is that if you build up 5 pounds of pressure, this air compressor could explode. It can only support 5 pounds of pressure. So if we let this needle get too high, kablooies happen. And kablooies are bad. We don't want any of those, right? We don't want to have kablooies. We want to pass on kablooies. So that's cool. There's a little meter doohickey that we can use to measure. This measures what's on the block it's used. There's like a thing you can stick on the stuff. There's a thing you can stick on the tube. I'm looking for it. One of these guys. Pressure gauge? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. This looks like the right recipe at least. Right? And that'll tell you how much... Hello. And he'll emit a redstone signal based on... See on the top left there? Max pressure 5 bars, pressure 0.1 bars, emitting redstone 0. Cool. That looks right to me. All right, I could use you being faster. And there's speed upgrades, I want to say. But also, I'm pretty sure they're gated behind things that we don't have access to just yet. Right? There's the volume upgrade. Ooh, that's a lot of things. Dispenser, item life, entity tracker, block tracker, speed upgrade. Yes, you, sir, need some lubricant required for the creation of speed upgrades. I agree. 100% that that's what I need to do. That, lapis, and sugar, right? Lubricant is what we need. And lubricant... Right. We can either Amadron it, or we can biodiesel into lubricant with thermopneumatics, or diesel it. Oh, that's cool. Biodiesel's a thing. Was biodiesel a thing before, or did you always have to have some form of oil? So there's 2 ways we can take this, right? We can either do diesel, which we get a refinery. Remember, refinery control and refineries. And we have to heat them up, because there's a heat mechanic. And you heat up your oil, and it can turn into diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. Remember this? That's cool. That's cool. Or it can just do diesel and LPG, right? Or it can do diesel, kerosene, LPG. Generally, you want to do all 4 because they all have stuff. They all have stuff that you want to do. We're not emitting redstone yet, but we're going to want to. Right? My hunch tells me I want to do something like this. That's about where I feel like we want to be. Right? We'll find out if I'm right. But like I feel like 7 is about the number we want, right? Isn't that right? Am I crazy? A little bit crazy. That could be the number where we want to be at. We'll find out. So yeah, you're filling up your pressure. It's going to take a while to fill up this 4x4. That's why I didn't do a 5x5. It would take much longer. That's cool. We could make an advanced air pressure, but for that we need an advanced tube, which requires an assembly line. So any of the advanced tier machines needs an assembly line. Oh, it's a Neptune. Hey, buddy. See, he's got an Amadron tablet, which tells me that he's totally got, you know, some stuff going on. He's been playing PneumaticCraft, which is cool. I think we just lagged out the server again. Hello, there it is. Nah, I'm good. Also, apparently chat equals lag. So don't chat. apparently the chatting is what causes the lag. The Discord interaction mod might be lag on Discord equals chat trying to send to Discord yields lag. Unconfirmed, though. Yeah. There you go. So anyway, building up pressure. You will at some point soon generate some bars. Let's see what other forms of compressor are. There's the liquid compressor. Generates compressor using various fluids. To see every possible fluid, open the available fluids tab. I want to kind of make one of these. Because having more... I remember this one being better because it turns off immediately-ish. Immediately-ish. Because the thing with the coal compressor, right? And here's the thing with the coal compressor, right? The coal compressor, when it turns off... So like I can give you a redstone signal, it'll turn you off, right? Watch this. And it's not the end of the world, but it finishes burning the current amount of coal. So see how it still says, hey, redstone has turned me off, but we're still producing pressure, right? We're still definitely producing pressure. We're gonna finish burning the piece of coal that we've got, and then the redstone signal says, don't burn any more coal, right? Now, you know, if we turn it off, it'll allow coal to burn again. So the fluid one's better because it turns off the moment you do the thing, right? So let's definitely get some liquid compressors here. You need an air compressor to do a liquid compressor. Now, if I break you, you're going to go all shh on me and lose all the air that we've created. So let's get a new one of these. We're going to need some more reinforced bricks, aren't we? Okay. Very fancy looking bricks. We're going to need one of you and one of you. And now we'll get the liquid compressor, which I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he can run off lava at the very least. But there's a available fuels. So LPG is going to be your best. Ooh, liquid ethylene. Isn't that the... That's going to be pretty good. Liquid ethylene would be really good. Did we automate that with Mechanism? Did we do that? So lava's like pretty terrible, but works. Lava's pretty terrible, but works. But liquid ethylene might be a thing. Did I ever automate ethylene? Did I automate ethylene? I kind of feel like I did. We might be voiding the fluids, though. Yeah, we are. We're voiding the ethylene. That's cool. Didn't I have a tank of it or something? I might have held a tank of it. Liquid ethylene! Hey, basic fluid tank. How are you? How are you, buddy? Potato soup. We could power it with potato soup if we wanted to. What I want to do is teach you how to make some tanks. So then we can get an ultimate tank. Do what now? Why you no work? Oh, because you're backstuffed on substrates. Oh, that's cool. There it is. Ethylene. Woot. You must be full. Haha, cool. Do I care if I void upgrade that? I don't think I do, right? It would mostly just be wasting a little bit of power. Meh. What I think I'm going to do is get these substrates going into a trash can. There you go. And now you'll run until we backstuff the ethylene now, which should be cool, right? And that works for me. That works for me. So then we can come over here and give you some ethylene. Hey, that's cool. I didn't know you could right-click it and it would fill up a little bit. Nice. Oddly, it seems to do 400 millibuckets per click, which is an odd number, right? But I mean, it's working. So your pressure is that, base volume, max production 12.5 milliliters per tick. You do 10. So you're a little bit faster, a smidge, 25% faster, if you will, by default. Which, again, we can do upgrades, but we're not there yet, right? We can't quite do, you know. So I'm going to do low signal equals run. But here's the thing, right? Remember I said, like, as soon as we give this guy a signal, boom, he immediately stops running, right? So it's not like this one where it runs for a bit. No, it's like I'm immediately off, right? So that's cool. What I should probably do... Is there any kind of redstone-y stuff on this server? Like redstone wiry type mods? Isn't it funny how like there used to be like 100 mods that added redstone wiring and now there's like none? I guess all the mod authors was just like, everybody does redstone wire. And then like everybody who did redstone wiring like ain't around no more. So it's like, oh, where'd everybody go? We do have these things, right? These redstone wire connectors. That's about it. But what we should have is maybe some kind of repeater that'll turn this off at the appropriate moment. So see, he's now emitting a redstone signal of 1 because we've got to a point, right? So that's cool. So let's get another one of you here. Oh, right. Shh. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Shh. It's fine. He's not emitting a redstone signal of 1 anymore. Oh no, he still is. See, we didn't lose that much. It's fine. Just giving you a little bit of ethylene to get the ball rolling. But that should now build up pressure a lot faster, right? Which is cool. That's cool. And then we'll see at what point we want to turn this off. But the gist will be something like this. That's right, you're not going to let that happen, are you? Let's get more repeaters. Thank you, whoever made this recipe. Best recipe ever. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. That sound cool? I think that sounds cool, right? So it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see if it's too much, but 8 might be about where we want to get off. As I remember, it's like half a bar per, right? Is that right? So now you're doing a redstone signal of 2 because you're at 1 bar. So 4 for 2 bars, 6 for 3 bars, 4 for 8 bars, and then we'll be good. And that, or the reverse of that. Take that, reverse it. 8 for 4 bars, right? And then at redstone signal 8 will be boop, and everybody will turn off, right? And I think that sounds good. All right, cool. So that's somewhat automated, right? A smart thing to do now would probably be, let's get some ultimate mechanical pipes. I don't know how these work, if they're going to evenly distribute or not, but we'll find out pretty much nowish. Boop. So did you evenly distribute, or so 6,900, 6,000? Yeah, he pretty evenly distributed that. That's awesome. Cool. And then what we'll do, we could quantum doohickey this, or we could just let this thing fill up with a bunch of ethylene. Oh. Oh. I'll probably just get another ultimate fluid tank and reverse them when we're ready. All right, so if I click you, can I do this? Oh, that kind of works. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking. That's what's up. That's a good way to do it. I like that. I like that approach. So then we take our nice big ultimate tank here, and you're doing the thing and the thing. Perfect. That is cool. And then you're building up a lot of pressure in there. You can kind of see the air pressure, which is a cool effect, by the way. I wonder how he does that. Is that a tile entity special render? Probably. It could be really big particles. I think they're particles. I'm going to say particles. Who agrees with me? 10 to 1, those are particles of just really big size. Particle sizes can be as big as you want. Almost everybody makes them really tiny, but they can be huge if you want them to be. Yeah, 100% those are particles in there. Just really, really big ones. Just really, really big ones. All right, cool. So now we've got this up and running. So let's test out our whole make stuff with stuff thing. Can I just put you in here? No, I think I still need to hopper you or item duct you. So let's do a chest or two. We've actually got a bunch of chests on us. And let's get item ducts. Or logistical transporters, they're called. Ultimate logistical transporters. All right, so you should go in there. Dude, that is the coolest animation in the world right there. It really is. How cool was that? That was super cool. That was super cool looking. I mean, it always had a cool little door opening animation, but that was impressive. So shouldn't you... No problems. Interfacing mode. Shouldn't you be exporting items? How do I change you? How do I change you to be... Interface mode. Exporting items. Maybe that's not a thing. That's just a status. So why you no do the thing? Oh, maybe because you didn't actually craft, because you don't have enough air pressure to craft that yet. Yeah, no, that's definitely the problem. It's actually behaving in a really good way. So we need 2 bars of pressure in order for this iron ingot to turn into compressed iron. Once we get there, which we're getting close, right? We're getting close. Once we get there, it should craft the compressed iron and then spit it out and into the chest, right? And it does the popcorny thing too, which I can't wait for. Oh, hey, look, the door's opening. Woot. It's converting. It's converting. Is it doing the thing? Oh, man, that is cool beans. Look at that little door opening and closing thing. That is the best. That is 100% the best. Dude, that is cool. I'm just going to make more so I can watch the door open. I'm just going to make more so I can watch the little door open. You ready? In the items go. Oh, wow, we used... Well, I guess opening the doors causes a little bit of a pressure drop. It just seems like more than I would have expected. Was that the door opening or the crafting that we did? I guess we'll wait and see. We'll have to experiment with it a little bit more. I thought the whole point of the door is that they didn't leak too much stuff, but maybe you can put some upgrades. Yeah, I think speed upgrades would help there. I think that would help. I think that would help. I think it was the door that used it up, but that's okay, no big deal. You guys need to be faster. We will get some better stuff eventually. Anyway, let's look at what's next here. All right, guys, believe it or not, it's actually wrapping up point already. I'm shocked to hear that I'm already at the wrapping up point of the episode, but I was having so much fun with PneumaticCraft and having it available to me to play with again that I'm very excited. And I was like, yay, recording time. And then, oh, wow, it's been 30 minutes. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is wrap up the episode here. I will let my pressure chamber build up some pressure. Hopefully my auto shutoff system will mean no explosions. Because remember, these systems are all such that if you give it too much pressure, kaboom, and bad, and you don't want that. So we will wrap up here. We'll come back next time. We will do the things and the stuff and play more with PneumaticCraft. I need to get the etching bucket so I can make the PCBs. I have to craft some other stuff like the transistors and capacitors. I see they got away with plastic. Now, it just occurred to me. Plastic is no longer a thing, is it? Like no plastic at all? Oh, there are plastic sheets. There are plastic sheets that are made in the... okay. Heat frame cooling. Neat. Put the input material in inventory with a heat frame attached and chill the heat frame to below C. Oh, okay. Neat. That's cool. All right, yeah, no, we're definitely going to have to check that out. Didn't I also get a PCR manual or no? Oh, look, it's doing the thing. Sweet. So I want to see what happens to the pressure when the door opens. See, it dropped. Totally dropped. Not the end of the world, mind you. But it definitely dropped a little bit. Okay, no big deal. All right, Double 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and play some more with this. And also, yeah, every mod's using patchouli nowadays. I really should look at doing that. I think it's easy. I should do it for one of my mods. All right, guys. Take it easy.